Hello, everybody. This is Matthew Jacobs with Ohio Weather Specialist. And with me tonight is owner and CEO Jeremy Faven.
Hello, everybody, and good evening.
We're coming to you tonight to just give you one final update on the next round of snow that's already made its way into parts of Ohio at this time. First off, as you can see, we have a circle here that covers pretty much east of 75 and south of 70. Most of these counties here are under a winter weather advisory, basically just letting you know that with the additional ice totals and snowfall that you will receive, travel will be a little difficult tomorrow. So getting out, just make sure you give yourself 15-20 minutes of extra time to get where you needed to go, and maybe a little extra time if you're traveling on secondary roads.
Yes, luckily this little snow system that's coming through is not like the one that we just got a day or two ago. This is a smaller system, and it's only supposed to drop, if I'm correct, anywhere from 1 to 4 inches in Ohio.
That's correct. I think I've seen just 1 to 3 for most of the state. I think maybe you're right. Up near the Great Lakes region, there might be a little bit more snow predicted to fall. Excuse me. Um, and not only um, did we want to come in and give you guys an update about the snow situation tonight, but moving forward, and I pretty sure I said this on my last video, the entire state of Ohio can expect another. Oh, my dog just like went Karate Kid in there. I apologize for that. That scared me to death. um. Anyways, on Sunday into Monday morning, you can expect another inch of snow. But after that, there's a few chances of trace snow amounts into next week. But temperatures are going to be on the rise, and with that, it's going to bring rain into our area. And with heating temperatures heating up and rain falling, you can expect a lot of this snowfall amount that is still lingering in the area to melt, which can cause flooding to low lying areas, local streams, and creeks. So, that is something to keep in mind going into your week next week.
Yes, one thing we do have to remember as well is that we're still going to be having these single digit temperatures overnight. So you definitely need to make sure you are taking care of your pets and bringing them in at night. Early mornings will be low temperatures below freezing. Um, so make sure that your children are bundled up. Once again, make sure you are following your local news TV stations and your radio stations to listen for closings and delays just in case you happen to have any school delays or uh, any closings for businesses or anything of the sort.
Yep, that is correct, Jeremy. And just looking at the radar really quick, looks like right along the state line, and Adams, Brown, Scioto, Lawrence, that general area right through here. I guess into Meigs County now as well, Pike, Jackson, this very southern part of Ohio, which is where the current winter weather advisory is. They are looking like they're getting the heaviest amount currently as we speak.
Right, and that storm system is moving more into a northeastern, I should say northeastern pattern. So be looking for it to
Yep, and if this storm track stays on the path it's currently on, once it gets north of I-70, it looks like it'll track up, into Champaign, Logan, Union, Marion, and that way. It looks like the northwest part of the state, and I knew they once again they've kind of predicted yesterday 1 to 2, then it went to 1 to 3, then it was 2 to 3. So we the way it looks now, it looks like the northwest part of Ohio, the west central part of Ohio, this if you go west of I-75 to the state line, Dark County, maybe Mercer County north, and then that general direction. Looks like we might be getting just a trace amount to 1 inch the way it looks currently.
Yeah, that's good. The snow system itself is starting to fade off over in the northwestern region of Ohio for a change. So looks like you guys got your big bundle of snow early, and now it's wanting to get the rest of us a little bit of the snow action, I would say.
And then zooming out without actually switching radars, you can see the system had packed quite a bit of a punch back to the south and west. As you can see, 3 inches. I do believe I did see a 4 inch snowfall. That looks like the closer it gets to our area, it must be losing its punch because, like I said, 3 inches is the most I've seen for southern Ohio, and maybe 4 inches at the most for the Great Lakes region. But even that I've seen between 2 and 4. So, we'll see what they end up with. But, definitely good to see for the people of Texas and, down in that area. This has finally moved out of that state because 2 days into the snowstorm, which was yesterday, they still had 3.1 million people without power.
Yes, that's completely true. Their main power grid went completely down on them, which was something they were not prepared for. And unfortunately, like you said, all those people without power, and they're used to the higher temperatures. They're not prepared for below freezing temperatures, freezing pipes, everything of the sort. So they're really struggling down there, and we're definitely we definitely have them in our prayers, hoping that they get through it with no more deaths or anything of the sort.
That's very true, Jeremy. And I know we had mentioned it on our Facebook page, but I know it's hard to believe that we're in February and we're still talking about this. But Georgia and North Carolina, I believe it was 2 days ago now, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, both had tornadoes on the backside of that first storm system that came through. And unfortunately, in North Carolina, there were 2 confirmed deaths. 3 confirmed deaths. I'm sorry. 3 confirmed deaths. And no, so it's another situation where we extend our thoughts and prayers out to their communities, not just for the people who were, unfortunately have perished and been injured, but the people that may have lost a business, a livelihood, a home, pets, whatever they may have lost. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all of them.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
So, once again, the good thing is this is not going to be another major event like it was a few days ago. So, just stand, bundle up, Give yourself a little bit of time for tomorrow, a little bit of extra time tomorrow to get to where you need to be, and everything should be a-okay. And then moving into next week, once again, after you get through Monday, temperatures will begin to rise. I know up in the northern part of Ohio, it's supposed to get like 34, 36. Down in your neck of the woods, it's supposed to get in the 40s in southern Ohio. So some much
Yeah,
welcomed,
we're supposed. I was going to say we're supposed to get 41, so I've got my fingers crossed.
some much welcomed warm weather coming into our region. It seems like we had a really mild start to our winter, but when it hit, it seemed like it packed a punch quick.
Yes, this is one of the old sayings that came in like a lamb and is going out like a lion.
Um, but yeah, just wanted to come back in and let you know snow has made its way into the region, its way into the state of Ohio. Once again, 4 inches might be the max that we see in our state, and I think that's even on the very high side of things. My honest opinion, I don't foresee it getting that bad here.
Right. And one thing people need to remember as well, and I stress it, well, we stress this on every live video we do, that Mother Nature has a mind of her own and she could decide to change things at a moment's notice. So just know that these right here are predictions on what's going to happen. This is not a definition of this is exactly what is going to happen.
Very true, Jeremy. And I think you and I discussed this earlier. And I mean no disrespect when I say this, because there is a lot of science that goes into predicting the weather. There's a lot of calculus, and I mean there's a lot of advanced schooling that is required to be a meteorologist, a forecaster. But there is also a lot of educated guessing too, because I mean, we'll just one quick example. Memorial Day tornado outbreak. My area of Ohio was under a higher risk for severe weather the day of that outbreak, more than Montgomery County, which is where Dayton is, and Preble and Dayton County, or Dayton, Montgomery and Preble counties. I think Miami County had a few tornadoes that day as well, up into Champaign, and then came pretty close to you. But
Yes, it did.
you guys were under a marginal risk that day, while we were under a slight risk, and the majority of the severe weather was to the south. And that's just to say, like, to piggyback off of what you said. Uh, we,
Right. And just like this prior snowstorm we just had come through here, where they were predicting, in my area, 8 to 10 inches, or was it 8 to 12 inches? And we ended up with 4 inches of ice and 1 inches of snow. So, I mean, it goes to show you that Mother Nature, she has a mind of her own. And when she wants to change her mind, she will do so.
and that's why I always tell people, yes, it can be frustrating when, your local weatherman might not tell you it's going to rain. He might say it's clear and then it rains and you're caught without your umbrella and you get upset. I mean, there still is no exact science for weather. As much as we've come a long way in being able to forecast not just severe weather, not just flooding and wind speeds and all of that, but winter weather as well. It only takes one or two things to shift a storm completely off its original track. So, that's one thing I always tell people is, cut to your meteorologist some slack, because they are doing the best they can with the technology they're given.
Exactly. Yes, they are.
And just really quick before we cut out here, we I at least wanted to let everybody know about a couple of new series that is going to be making its way to our channel. One, we are currently in communication with our National Weather Service offices, our EMA directors, our first responders, as well as meteorologists, who we are going to make a series on what role everybody plays during a severe weather event, as well as day-to-day operations and stuff like that. Our other video series that we're working on, and this is the one I'm looking forward to the most right now. We're going to do a video series on the most significant weather events to track through the state of Ohio and the history of recording weather. Just to give you an idea of the things that you can look forward to, we're definitely going to be talking about the blizzard of 78.
Yes, everybody has heard the stories of the blizzard of 78 sometime in their life.
We're also going to be talking about both of the Palm Sunday tornado outbreaks that tracked into Ohio, including 2 F5 tornadoes, one in Cincinnati, and obviously the one that everybody talks about, the Xenia tornado.
Yes, the very first F5 to hit Xenia.
Yes, sir. And one thing that I found online that I can't wait to look more into, and this is all I will tell you guys now, so tune in to find out about it, the Great Lakes hurricane.
Yeah, that's that right there. When you told me about that, I thought, wait a minute, we had a hurricane in the Great Lakes. Yeah, we actually had a hurricane that came in through the Great Lakes. Most people think of Ohio, they think of snowstorms and, every now and again getting some tornadoes and that. But when we've been looking through some of the most destructive storms and imminent weather in Ohio, it's really surprised me as well as Matt on the things we've been finding.
Now, keep in mind, I will tease you a little bit. It's not an actual hurricane, as in like a Gulf hurricane that does mass destruction. It was a winter event that they called a hurricane. So stay tuned to find out more about that. And those are just a few of the many events that we'll be covering in that video series. And we're looking very much forward to bringing those to you.
Yes, we are. So make sure that you do the like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube page, so that way you can get all the alerts and notifications when we do post our videos.
Also, please, if you're watching our videos, please comment. We are always looking to hear feedback from you guys. If you like what we're doing, if you think we should do something different, if you just want to talk with us, we're always open to it. If you don't feel like doing it on YouTube, we have a Facebook page at Ohio Weather Specialist. Our Twitter handle is at OWS 2019. You can also find us on Instagram at Ohio Weather Specialist. So there's many ways to reach out to us if you want to get in contact with us. If you have any questions about any weather related material or anything like that, make sure you reach out to us. Don't hesitate. We enjoy talking to fellow weather enthusiasts.
Yes, that we do. We love to hear from you guys. So definitely make sure you give us leave us some comments, like Matthew said. Give us some ideas of some video series you guys would like to see us do as well.
Once again, my name is Matthew Jacobs, President of Media Relations and Head of Forecasting and Radar.
And I am Jeremy Fabian, CEO and owner of Ohio Weather Specialists.
Stay tuned.
Thank you guys for tuning in with us this evening.
And stay tuned for all updates, posts, videos. And like Jeremy said earlier, be sure to like, subscribe, and share all media. Thank you guys.